Hey family, what's good? This is your girl, I am the Bronze Goddess, and I'm actually here today to talk to you guys about some books. Some of my favorite books that I have read that I feel have changed my life, and I definitely think that you guys should read them as well. I'm going to share those books with you in just a minute, but you know, a couple of weeks ago on Instagram, I asked you guys, what books have you read? I was looking for some new material, and you guys gave me so many amazing suggestions. I was honestly a little bit overwhelmed. I never expected to get so many suggestions, and so I really wanted to get to these books, but you know, it's kind of hard sometimes with 3 kids and a husband and working from home and all that to sit down and actually read a book all the way through. So when I was contacted a little while ago from audible.com and they offered me the opportunity to give you guys a 30-day free trial, I jumped all over it. I definitely wanted to try it out for myself, so I started reading the book 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, and I got through half the book in like 3 hours, for about 3 hours or so. I took my phone with me everywhere I was going. I did my laundry, I was listening to the book. I was doing dishes, I was listening to the book. I was starting dinner, listening to the book. And I feel like I got so much done. I don't know when I would have been able to actually sit down and read half a book like that. Audible books are amazing. I absolutely love it. The first audiobook that I ever got was The Secret, and it helped me to really soak in the information and for me to just multitask, you know, while I'm doing laundry or whatever, while I was in traffic. So I definitely recommend it to you guys. If you want to get a 30-day free trial, just use my name, Bronze Goddess 01, and you can. They have amazing books. In fact, I believe they have up to 150,000 books for you to listen to. They have old books, they have new books. I was actually trying to see if they had the new book Girl Boss. It's actually by the creator and founder of I heard that book was a really good read, so I'm thinking about reading that book next. If not that, then The 4 Agreements by Miguel Ruiz. But there's so many books out there for you to read, so much information for you to soak up. So if you're interested, I will leave my promo code below for you guys to get your 30-day free trial. Why not try it out? If you've been wanting to read a book or whatever, just try it. Perfect for traffic, perfect for multitasking. If you're a busy mom, just play it in your ear while you're loading the dishwasher or editing videos or whatever it is that you're doing. So anyway, like I said, I'll leave the promo code below. Now let's get started with the books that I wanted to tell you guys about. This book, when I read it, I was so excited about it that I actually started my own campaign for it, and that is the book Write It Down, Make It Happen. If you've been on my channel for a while, you remember this campaign. This book changed my life. And I like the fact that this book has a kind of a biblical basis. It's about, you know, the whole thing with writing the vision down and making it plain, making your request known unto God. There's so many things that I wrote down that actually happened. When I actually got this book, I think it was maybe a week before I had my first meet and greet, and one of my subscribers actually gave me a journal at that meet and greet. She gave me a journal, she even gave me pens. I saw it as a sign, and from then on I started writing in this journal and just, you know, different things that I wanted, different requests, you know, just the goals that I had for my life, and so many of the things that I wrote down actually came true. This isn't like a fairy tale. It's not like I didn't put, you know, things into motion to make these things come true for myself, but it's just the fact of putting your intentions down, making your intentions clear every day. There's so much more to it, but I love this book. If you're looking for a good read, I definitely recommend Write It Down, Make It Happen by Henriette Ann Clouser. This book helped to change my life. The next book that I want to talk about is a book that a lot of you have probably heard about, and maybe even a lot of you already read, and that is The Secret. Now this book I feel is somewhat controversial among Christians and other believers because, you know, they use the word universe in this book. And I think that, you know, whenever you're reading a book or listening to a song or whatever it is in your life, you cannot let the language be a barrier. The best way that I've heard it kind of summarized is, you know, for me personally, I cannot stand peas. Peas disgust me. I cannot stand them. They're squishy, they're nasty, they're green. I hate them. Now, if you give me a plate of food and you give me a steak and you give me, you know, loaded mashed potatoes and you give me asparagus or whatever it is and you throw some peas on there, just because you put those peas on my plate doesn't mean I have to eat it. I feel the same way about language and about just anything in life. Just because you feed it to me doesn't mean I have to eat it. I will eat the steak. I will eat the loaded mashed potatoes. I will eat the asparagus. But I'm not gonna let one little thing keep me from taking away so much amazing things that are in this book. It's like throwing the baby out with the bathwater to me. Like, everything is not trash. This book has some amazing, even biblical principles, with the whole thing of acting as if you already have something, as if you are already, you know, where you want to be in life. I really love this book. I think it's an amazing book. If you can get past the fact that they say universe and they don't directly say God, you will enjoy it. And I feel like that was kind of, you know, one of the reasons why they did that is because everybody doesn't call God the same thing. Some people may call him Allah. It just depends on where you are and your spiritual belief and your background. And they didn't just want, you know, this to be a strictly Christian book, but they wanted to appeal to the masses. I think that was all it really was about. But you can swap out the word universe for the word God. It still has a lot of biblical principles in it. I love the book. I know it's going to be controversial, but this is my list. And so this book had to be in it. This next book I absolutely love. The next two books are by the same author, and this book is called The Aladdin Factor. One of the greatest lessons you'll ever learn is how to ask for what you want. It's by the writer Jack Canfield. Jack Canfield is actually one of the co-authors of The Secret. I love him. I love listening to his seminars, and this book is really amazing, and it's about asking for what you want. It's not, I mean, for me, until I really read this book, I didn't realize how much I was settling. Settling for different things. Not necessarily settling in my relationship with my husband or anything like that, but in different things. Settling in business. Just taking whatever it is somebody offered me as opposed to asking for what I really wanted. Now I feel like I'm so much more confident. I ask for what I want in every area of my life. I ask for what I want with my children, what I want from my husband, what I want from business deals, what I want from my clients, what I want from everything. I think it's important for you to not just take any and everything somebody gives you, and this book is amazing for that. It's kind of in the same vein of the book. He also wrote the book Chicken Noodle Soup for the Soul, so it has a lot of stories in here, a lot of letters and things like that, but I love the fact that it goes through so many different people's experiences with them asking for what they want. You'd be amazed at what you'll get if you just ask for it. In relationships, in your personal life, in business, at your job, whatever it is, asking for what you want is key. I love this book. I had to put this in. And the last book is also by Jack Canfield, and it is The Success Principles. Now, this book, it says how to get from where you are to where you want to be. This book, again, in the same vein of the Chicken Noodle Soup for the Soul books, has lots of, you know, personal stories and different things in there, but I love this book, especially for business. One of the things that I feel is the commonality between all of these books is they all have a basis of faith. Whether you're believing in the secret and acting as if you already have something before you actually do, and this one, believing that you can be anything and everything that you want to be in your life and writing it down and making it happen. I feel like all these books have the commonality of faith and believing in yourself, believing in what you want, whether it's writing that thing down, whether it's acting as if you already have that thing, whether it's showing you how other people have asked for what they want and they have gotten it. I think that's the commonality, and that's why these books all spoke to me. Like I said, even with the book that I'm listening to right now with the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, it's all about asking for what you want in life. And I think that was really what kind of resonated with me. As you probably can tell by the books that I've selected, I am not a romance novel kind of girl. I'm all about empowerment, and especially for me as a coach, I'm always looking for resources that I can pull from, and also resources that will strengthen me. I think that will make me a better coach. And so you can always learn more. Nobody knows everything, and so I'm like a sponge. I'm always open and willing to learn new things. But anyway, if you guys have more book suggestions, you can leave them below. What book are you currently reading that you think we all should read? Tell us a little bit about it below in the comment section. And if you guys want to read some books but you don't have the time, try out Audible. It's an amazing way for you to, you know, listen to books on the go. A lot of us have long commutes. You know, living in Atlanta, most people commute. You got an hour commute in your car. Why not use that hour towards going through a book, listening to a book on your way home, or, you know, when you're doing laundry or dishes or cooking dinner or whatever it is that you're doing and you have some downtime. Why not use that downtime to better yourself, or even for entertainment purposes, or whatever it is? I will leave my link to audible.com below in case you guys want to check them out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Till next time, later divas and dudes. Deuces, honey.